Hello. Hi, everybody. We are live on YouTube and Instagram for Soul Alchemy Courses info session and some free yoga and meditation and chant practice. So I'm really honored to be here with you all today. If you are on YouTube, say hi in the chat so I can connect with you. And if you're on Instagram, I'd love for you to pop in and say hello. And if you are on Instagram, it's Soul Alchemy Course on Instagram. So let's see, there we go. Ooh. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. I see someone is joining me on YouTube. Say hi in the chat if you will. My name is Noelle Whittington. I am the founder and the creator of Soul Alchemy Course, which is an online 4-week group coaching course and community where we discover or clarify our soul's true expression so that we can confidently share our vision with the world and create and live our dream lives. And this is more important than ever for me personally because it became clear that living in a particular way is something that's always changing, and that being open to change and open to the flow of life and how everything changing is the only thing that we can count on is what we are. Hey Brooke. Oh, hey Brooke, you want to go live with me? Brooke is on Instagram. Hey girl, hey. Brooke, I'd love for you to join us if you want to. Hello, I'm just talking about Soul Alchemy Course. Our course launches on July 19th and it's an intimate experience. So we have we only have 9 spots left. So if you would like to join us, let's connect. My website is soulalchemycourse.com. And I put that in the link on YouTube, and it's in the link in bio on Instagram. Oh my goodness, beauts. So Brooke or Lindsay, if you want to join my stream, I'm not really sure how to do that, but somebody did that last week and it was really interesting. This is a free yoga, chant, and meditation session in celebration of the upcoming launch for Soul Alchemy Course. So for more information, you can contact me on soulalchemycourse.com, and the link is in the bio for Instagram as well as on YouTube. So I'd like to go ahead and get started with some yoga and meditation. Okay, make sure that you can see my mat here. Wonderful. Okay. All right. Hi. Say hi, YouTubers. You all are so elusive. So let's come to the mat. Feel free to take a seat, or you can lie down to start. I'm going to sit on my little block here. We'll start with some breath work. Let's take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. We'll just start to land together. Just breathing as deeply and slowly as you can. Allowing prana, life force energy to enliven us all the way to the lungs. Finding gratitude for that flow of energy, that flow of breath that keeps us present and connected. Inhaling, allowing the belly to be full as the diaphragm drops and feel the expansion continue up the body. You might put one hand on your belly and another hand on your heart. Inhaling from the lower to the upper lungs. Oh, Melissa. Oh, my people are here. I'm so excited. Okay, we'll take just a few more deep breaths. Dirga Pranayama, long and slow, deep 3-part breath. You'll be taking a moment to set an intention for your practice today. If you'd like, you might share my intention of releasing insecurity. And if that works for you, you might use the simple mantra, trust. I am supported. So perhaps yourself on the inhale, trust. And on the exhale, I am supported. Together for 3 rounds of Om to begin. Breath in. Thank you all for coming, whether you are here with me live or watching the replay. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste means I bow to you. So let's start our physical practice, if you like. So go ahead and take your time moving up to stand. And if you have a couple of blocks that you want to use for your practice, cool, bring them. And if you don't have blocks, that's just fine. So coming to stand, let's just start to roll through the neck and move through the jaw. So gently rolling through the neck in the way that you can. Taking some deep breaths. I wanted to start in standing today because I just drove home from Blacksburg, Virginia to Wilmington, which is about 6 hours in the car yesterday after a 4-day yoga teacher training. So I don't know about you all, but I'm pretty sore. So we'll work some of that out today. So if you too feel sore or kind of stuck or tight or tense in your body or are experiencing anxiety, I invite you to exhale through your mouth as many times as you want to, imagining your shoulders and your jaw dropping and relaxing. If you like to head over toward your right and reach your left arm around behind you if you can. A little bit more space through the neck and the shoulders. Again, working with that slow, deep breath, maybe exhaling through the mouth if you like. Exhaling through the nose if you need to cultivate more strength and energy and focus. And then release, roll through the center, roll your head over to your left and gently take your right arm behind you if you're able. And as with any other yoga practice, if you have some injuries that you're working with, please honor your body first and foremost. Rest when you need to, drink water anytime. This particular practice will be a basic all levels vinyasa practice, so a nice solid full body all levels flow. And we'll move a little slower today. And then releasing your arms, bring your head back through the center, and then lift the chin. Inhale, and exhaling, bring the chin down. And you might notice as you bring your chin down, if your feet are in straight lines, and if not, go ahead and bring them underneath you. Standing tall in just in a mountain pose with your feet directly underneath you, a few inches apart or together is your choice. Now lift the chin, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your head back to center. Softening the knees, if you like, you can reach your arms up, and we'll do a little twist side to side. Let your knees be soft as you're twisting. And then coming back to center, reach your right arm across your body, give yourself a little hug. You might roll through your right wrist. Deep breath, and then reach the arm out and up. And if you're able, bend at the elbow, reach back and catch the elbow and give yourself a stretch through the triceps. The elbow and give yourself a stretch through the triceps. Let's take another deep full breath in, reach the arms out, and exhale, draw the left arm gently across your body, maybe rolling through your left wrist. And then release and reach the arm up, reach the hand to the back of the neck, and reach up to gently grab the elbow, giving yourself a tricep stretch. Back of the neck, and reach up to gently grab the elbow, giving yourself a tricep stretch. Deep breaths. Let's take another full breath in and out. And then release the arms, and if you're able, just swing the arms gently. Coming back again to your mantra, inhaling trust, exhaling I am supported. And the cool thing about mantra is it means mind tool. It means the protector of the mind, or to cross over the mind. You don't have to believe with your thinking mind what your intention is yet, but we are cultivating our thoughts to a particular point, which in Buddhist psychology teaches us that we will eventually become that which we dwell on. So inhaling trust, exhaling I am supported. And if you like, you can reach your arms by your sides or just hands on your waist. Let's do a little gentle circle through the torso, through the hip. Feel free to drink water anytime you want to during your practice. Water anytime you want to during your practice. That you can do what works for you in your practice rather than. So as we continue to move, I'll pepper information about Soul Alchemy Course in throughout the practice so you can decide whether it's for you. And I invite you to schedule a call with me after filling out the application form that's on the website. So with me after filling out the application form that's on the website. So if you're desiring, go the other way. If you're desiring a community of like-minded people that are looking for their calling and their soul's purpose and their soul's true expression, and that is something that makes you feel excited and curious, then make soul's calling or our daily practices. I'll describe each of those as we go. So when you feel soul movements through that right leg, circles if you like, and then stepping it down, stay on the right leg, do the same thing with the left. So when we say yoga in Soul Alchemy Course, we mean yogic philosophy and the 8-limbed path, the Ashtanga, classical yoga, Raja yoga, Patanjali's yoga. Separate your feet, let's bend the knees, and then stand up. Inhaling, reach your arms out, sit, and exhale to stand. So yoga philosophy in the 8-limbed path includes the ethical observances, how we show up in the world, and then how we show up for ourselves, the yamas and the niyamas. Let's raise the arms up, inhale, sit low. Exhale, stand up, arms down. Some of wellness in the world. Ayurveda helps us to become more aware of our own constitutional makeup, which is called our dosha, our mind-body type, so that we can use that knowledge of ourselves coupled with how we're feeling in that moment to cultivate balance, a moment-to-moment awareness practice. So Ayurveda is working on finding balance, awareness, and health within the physical, energetic, and mental bodies. And yoga is the science of union, contemplating how we connect to ourselves, to each other, and to the cosmos. So those two together are really a full body system of wellness. Let's reach the arms out and up, stay standing. If you like, keep your right arm up, walk your feet closer together. Exhale your left hand onto your hip and lean up and over to your left and breathe. So we learned that we have a particular body constitution in our body or mind. It could be Vata, Pitta, Kapha, primarily 2 or all 3, and we'll talk about what those mean. Essentially, we're made of the 5 elements of nature and energy, which is always fluctuating and changing. So a basic idea of that, or our Vikruti. So we understand more about ourselves by observing the flow of energy and how we feel. When I say dance, I mean just reclaiming movement for movement's sake, the birthright of our ability to move our body in a way that makes us feel more connected to ourselves and to move through any stuck patterns in the body and to just get a little bit more free and to cultivate some circulation. So let's do just a few of those dance exercises. So when you hear the word dance, you might feel, oh no, I'm not a good dancer. I don't know how to dance. I'm not into choreography. And the connection is unstable. Let's cross our fingers, it's still working. But this is just our ability to move because we can. Okay, so when you feel ready, just standing on your feet. Dance was used ability to come together in celebration of all of the important events in life, like birth and death and transitions, and it cultivated community by using the body and music and rhythm as this vehicle to tell the stories of the people. So that's what we're doing here. So we're, shake your arms, using dance as a way to honor what we've been through and also to drop the stories that our bodies are not perfect just the way that they are, and that we shouldn't do certain things with our bodies or move in a particular way, and then let your arms swing, let one heel come up and then the other. So just reclaiming, feeling perhaps not necessarily good all of the time, but that the body can be a resource tool for release and eventually joy. Okay? That's what I mean when I say dance in this case. Now, the last strategy that we use is spirituality. And for me, spirituality means any practice that helps us connect more deeply to our self. When I say self, I mean our earthly self, our human self, body, mind, and energy, and also our cosmic self, our soul, our spirit, whatever you want to call it. Our intuition is the bridge between our cosmic self and our human self. And we can use spirituality practices like connecting more deeply to ourself, which in some cases would be certain types of meditation, like I did, and our intuition will tell us things. And if we're listening, then we can move with that flow, truest expression, and that will evolve over time. Let's get into some asana practice here. So we'll do Surya Namaskar B, which is Sun Salutation B. If you want to use your blocks, you can. Sit down into a squat, chair, Utkatasana. You can reach your arms forward, your core is engaged, or maybe the arms go up by your ears. As you exhale, we'll fold forward. So walking the hands down the legs, you can keep your knees soft for now. Let your arms relax, let your neck relax. Then bring the hands up to the shins. Take an inhale for a half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, you can keep your hands on your blocks, keep your right foot forward, and let's step the left foot back. Ground the back heel down. Wrap the right hip point under. And inhale down. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, pull the elbows down. One more time, reach up again. And exhale, pull the elbows down. And then bring the hands to your blocks. Unplug your heel. Plant your hands on the floor. Let's step back to plank. You can bring the knees down if you want, or stay in high plank. Pull the elbows by the sides as you lower to your belly. Then press the tops of the feet down into the floor. Lengthen the tail toward the heel of your belly. Then bring into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, let's fold, release, and come into. Take a glance up at your hands and make sure your index fingers are parallel to one another. Let's bend one knee and then the other. You can relax through your neck, shake your head yes and no. In our Soul Alchemy course, we have 2 workshops each of the 4 weeks. One of them is lecture and discussion with a slideshow and information about yogic philosophy and the themes of the week and our life design. And then the second workshop is a physical practice. We have a one-on-one coaching call with me once a week as well. And that just helps us to track our progress. So when you're ready, inhale your left leg up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, bend your right knee down here if you want to. Let's circle around through your left leg. And traditionalists, if you're watching this video with me live or on the replay and you're thinking, this is not traditional Surya Namaskar B, well, that's one thing about Soul Alchemy course is I'll give you lots of different tools to have in your toolbox to consider what works for you at any given time, rather than noticing when we're attached to one strategy, how can we choose a different strategy to meet our needs? Let's reach the left leg high, lift up onto the ball of the right foot, and step your left foot forward. Now ground back heel down to a slight angle, and rise for Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. So reaching the arms to the sky, inhale. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Inhaling, reach up. Exhale and pull. One more time, inhale, reach up. And exhale and pull. And let's bring the hands down. Unplug the back heel, step back to plank, and on the knees or on the toes, lower through your push-up. Press off the thighs for upward facing dog, still using your feet, anchor them down. As you exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. We'll take a deep breath, feel free to pedal through your feet while you're in downward facing dog. If you'd rather be in child's pose, bring your knees down to the floor. In Soul Alchemy, we have a theme for each week's theme is discovery. So we're discovering how we're showing up, what our habits are, what our top values are, what our non-negotiables are, who we are truly, and how we're living our life at that time, and if those 2 things are lined up. Let's raise the right leg up, circle around through your hips. Week 2 is called Courage for Clarity. This is where we start to look at what our limiting beliefs are, what stories we hold about ourselves, and what we're afraid of. And we have an opportunity to work with those fears. Let's step it forward. Ground the back heel down at a slight angle. Raise your arms up again for Warrior One. Inhale. This time, either leave your arms up, exhale to hold the forearms behind you, or clasp your fingers. So we do what's called a core fear removal meditation, where we look at what we're afraid of and what's holding us back. Because often we find that we have these coping mechanisms that create these rhythms and patterns in our physics that are no longer valid. Let's rise up and inhale. As you exhale around the toes, lower through your push-up. Inhale through your back bend. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhaling, raise your left leg. Exhale, step it forward, find Warrior One. Ground the back heel down, rise up. Inhale. And as you exhale, reach back and catch your forearms or clasp your fingers. Roll your heart open, inhale. The 3rd week is called Revelation. So this is where we are, who we truly are and how we want to live our lives, our dream lives, is revealed. Inhaling, rise back up. who we want to become and who we are becoming already. Let's step back to plank. Let's come into downward facing dog. Relax through your neck. Release your jaw. So then we do a little life design. We do a little Ayurvedic Dinacharya daily routine, create what we stand for and why it's important. Soften the knees, gaze forward, and let's step or jump to the top of the mat. Take an inhale to half lift and exhale to fold. And then the fourth week is called action. This is where we start to create, reverse engineer, stand up, our dream life, and start to take the steps that we'll need to get there. Release your arms. Then we create a vision statement and we hold one another accountable for creating that vision, because not only are we worth it, but who are we to not serve the world with our truest expression and our creativity? We don't know how long we have. So what are we waiting for? Why not now? Let's do it. So if we know that we have some kind of calling in life or some kind of purpose, why are we not living that purpose now? What's holding us back? The idea that we won't be financially supported, the idea that others will judge us or that we will offend someone, or that we have obligations to the people that care about us. All of these things line up as excuses to hold us back, because the mind will create these ideas, sit low, reach high, that we can't live our dreams because something bad will happen. Fold forward. The mind creates these fears, which are coping mechanisms, because we want to be safe. We really, really care about people in our lives, and also we want to take care of ourselves. Take a half lift and inhale. As you exhale, grab your blocks and put your hands on the floor and bring your left foot behind you. And often these stories that we create, if you want, you can bring your left knee down, are not real. Our thoughts are true, but most of them are not. Our thoughts are real, but most of them are not true. If you have a block under your hand, put the left block flat, and then let's take the right arm high in our twist. You can keep your left knee down, or you can lift your left knee off the floor. If you want, you can reach your arms forward, down and around. So we basically get together to consider the body, the mind, and the spirit, and how all of those aspects of ourselves are around. So we basically get together to consider the body, the mind, and the spirit, and how all for a life of fulfillment. Step the back foot in a little or a lot, and then ground the back heel down. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, fold in. Take deep breaths. Also, there's a reason that you're watching this video right now, or that you're here with me live. Something is important, and something made you curious, and here you are. So it's worth exploring. We have scholarships that are available. Finances are what's holding you back. Let's just create a program that works for you. Okay, if you feel called, that's more important to me. Let's just create a program that works for you. Okay, if you feel called, that's more important to me than compensation. Exactly. So we all have different ways of giving and resources. So let's talk. Let's work it out. When you're ready, walk your hands up onto your hips. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, and inhale. Maybe raise the arms. And as you exhale, let's bring the hands down, step forward, and bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, come to chair pose, sit low, reach high. And as you exhale, we'll fold forward and down again. Take a half lift, inhale, look up. Exhale, either bring your hands to your blocks or to the floor and step your right foot back. Let's bring the right knee down if you want to, or you're welcome to keep it up. If you have a block under your right hand, flatten it. Let's take the left arm high in our twist, and you're welcome to bring that right knee off the ground if you want to. We'll take a few breaths there. Feel free to move around through your left arm if that feels supportive of your practice. If you're looking for more meaning in your life and you feel like you've kind of lost touch of who you are, or you feel like you're in a transition phase, Soul Alchemy Course is perfect for you. If you already feel like you know what your calling is and you just need some support to get there and you're just simply not doing it, Soul Alchemy Course is right for you. If you're looking to make friends, Soul Alchemy Course is right for you. Bring your hands down. Let's turn the blocks up higher. Step the back foot in a lot until you can ground the back foot. Straighten both legs. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, fold in. There's a lot of reasons why people choose Soul Alchemy Course. And this will be our 5th round of courses. Our community is about 20 people at this point. And it will be our year anniversary when we launch the program on July 19th. So join us for our year in business. Let's take a few more deep breaths. And then slow your hips. You'll come to stand on both of your feet. Let's reach the arms out and shake them out. Just want to check in and see who's here. I hope, Melissa, that you're still here. If you can hear me, say hi in the chat. Make sure you can still hear me. All right, when you're ready, we're going to come into now our chant practice and our meditation. So wanted to talk a bit more about that intention and that mantra that I offered at the beginning of class about trust and being supported. So when you feel ready, I'm going to create our chant practice and then we'll take a short shavasana at the end of the class. So feel free to come into a seat and we'll do a little what they call Dharma talk. So our Dharma talk is still here, yay. Our Dharma talk, again, Dharma is that word that means purpose or calling. So Dharma talk just means that we're contemplating that which brings us a little bit closer to our calling and to who we are. So by noticing what comes up for us in periods of self-reflection and meditation, then we can stay connected to our soul's true expression as it evolves. Because consciousness is this flow, and we are the flow of energy as consciousness. And we'll talk about that in the Soul Alchemy Course. And based on where we are in our evolution, which is cyclical, we go through these cycles of creation, preservation, and destruction as transformation. So we might have a transition phase upon us. We might be kind of like solidly in the middle of a new phase. Wherever we are, wherever we're creating something new for ourselves, we have different needs, okay? So it's crucial to sit down every day and meditate. And you don't actually have to sit down. You can go for and sing along to your favorite song. You can dance. For me personally, this year, releasing insecurity is the biggest, I would say, intention or goal or thought that I have. So trust is an idea that comes from yogic philosophy, and it's our will always be provided for and that we are always full no matter what. So the principle of abundance or contemplating the link and the connection between how we move through obstacles and challenges in our lives, which then gives us so much more wisdom and intelligence with which to receive the abundance that is our flow and our natural birthright. So, and our willingness to accept that challenge is inevitable and that it will always change helps us to find more gratitude and to be more grateful for what we do have and not really take anything for granted. I feel like this past year has really shown me what's important and taught me never to take anything for granted, like being able to hug somebody or seeing somebody smile or being able to go out and have a meal in public. All of these things that were just, easy and normal before were taken away. And so now as we are moving back into more connection with people, how can we stay grateful for what a gift it is to be together, and also to consider our personal health, evolution, and growth so that we can really be mirrors for one another. And that comes from that we've been through this huge collective challenge, and it's not over, but how much wisdom and intelligence have we gained from that challenge? We're different now. Life is different, everyone's different. There's no returning to normal or what to honor all that we've been through as the abundance that we're experiencing today through the chant Jai Ganesha. So victory to the remover of obstacles and to our willingness to turn these challenges, which could be a solid wall, into a door and a threshold that we can walk through into our next phase with gratitude, with strength, with reverence, with humility, so we can truly receive the abundance that we were Kama and Moksha. Dharma lines, think prosperity. So not just financial wealth, but including that prosperity in all the ways, including health. Kama is enjoyment that comes from listening to what will guide us to living our calling and our soul's true expression as it is right now in our soul's expression and in our evolution. I was listening to a podcast yesterday that included Mark Nepo, and he was saying that often it takes action and stepping out and trying things in the world before we can see what ways that we're supposed to share our gifts with the world. And he called it striking our calling like a match against society. So that tells me that they are fulfilling to us, and whether they are supportive of our community, and if they are what he calls heartening, then we go forward. The last principle is moksha, or liberation, and that means liberation from identification with lack or with suffering, releasing our need to put ourselves in positions where we're depleted and we complain about it and we're constantly busy and overwhelmed. So all of these things, Mark Nepo would ask us the question, is it heartening or if it's disheartening? And if it's disheartening, we can choose how are we hanging on to the story of challenge, to the story of lack, to the story of being unworthy. Are we willing to consider that that might not be true? That might not be who we are now. So maybe we can choose to abide in the space of abundance and in trust, so that we can really let it go. I love you, Lindsay. Okay, so Jai Ganesha. Jai Ganesha, victory to the remover of obstacles. Jai Ganesha, Ganapataye. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. I'm going to write that in the chat if you're on YouTube, and I'll put that in the notes for Instagram. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Okay. Hello. Hi, those of you that are joining us just in the chat. Doesn't include emojis unless there's an elephant. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Okay, so I bow to our willingness to take what we've been through and to turn it into a door and a threshold to walk through on, to consistently stay in victim mentality, to be able to move forward. To move forward together, because it takes a community, it takes a team, it takes a squadron, a village for us to move forward. You're not alone. Big exhale. So holding that intention of trusting and the supported, that feeling of being supported as we practice this chant. Jai Ganesha. Take a deep breath in for Om. Try that. Jai Ganesha. Jai Ganesha. Try that. Jai Ganesha. Jai Ganesha. Try that. Jai Ganesha Ganapataye Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Jai Ganesha. Try that. Jai Ganesha. Jai Ganesha. Your turn. Jai Ganesha. Jai Ganesha Ganapataye Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Try that. Jai Ganesha Ganapataye Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Your turn. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Ganesha 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 Ganapataye Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jai Ganesha Ganapataye Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Ganapataye Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jai Ganesha Ganapataye Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jai Ganesh Ganapataye. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. I honor all that you've been through, and all we've collectively been through as one human family. I honor what the planet have been through as one global family. And I honor our ability to move through the evolution of consciousness with awareness so that we might harness these beautiful benefits of being alive. So we might be aware of what our gifts are and share them with the universe while we can. So we might live a life of fulfillment, not because it's always easy, but because it's always rewarding. And it can be our birthright to carry the torch for others who wish that they could be as embodied and free and inspiring as you are, so that you can show them that they already were in the first place. Let's close with an Om. If you like, you might bring your hands together, palms together at your heart, and let your head gently bow towards your heart. So honoring our ability to harness the power of our mind to cultivate that which we want to believe in, that which we have faith in, to the musings of our heart, to our ability to work these practices that help us to stay healthy and strong and connected, and to our connection that we have with each other and ourselves. So I bow to you. Namaste. I'm able to see myself as a mirror in you. Thank you. I'm going to come a little closer to the cameras so that we can chat. Let's see who showed up. I see I have one of you on Instagram, and there's a couple of you still on YouTube. I'd love to answer any questions that you have about Soul Alchemy Course. So our next course launch is on July 19th, and we have 9 spots still available. And for those of you that have taken Soul Alchemy Course before, you can take it at a discounted price. And it can be a really beautiful way to check back in and reconnect with where you are, and to solidify the seeds that you planted in the first course. So let's connect on soulalchemycourse.com. And also, I'll just go ahead and put a direct link to the application form. It has 3 simple questions. And when you fill that out, I'll contact you to have a discovery call to see if the course is right for you. Because it is, it's a deep dive. It is a month long, which is not that long amount of time. But we go through a lot in that month. And I would say the most important thing is that you show up willing to be honest with yourself and willing to be vulnerable and to connect with others. Because if we're not clear and transparent and honest about where we are, then nothing will change. The first step to change is awareness. So I'll put that link in both of the notes here. So whether you're on YouTube or on Instagram, you can fill out this course form. It's a bit.ly link. Apply Soul. So that link is in the bio if you're on Instagram. But I'll go ahead and place it here too. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have taken the course before and you loved it, Melissa, you might share it with others as well. Okay, so all the links are there, and it was my honor and pleasure to be here with you today. If you have questions, please reach out. I'd love to hear any feedback that you have about these practices and connect with you at any of my classes or workshops around Wilmington, North Carolina, or online. So thank you, everybody. I hope that you have a really beautiful day. Melissa, it was awesome to reconnect and to be with you, even though I can't see your face. I can imagine it. I can feel your energy and your beautiful vibe. I hope that you're happy where you are. Let's catch up. Love to hear how it's going for you. Okay, well, Instagram and YouTube. Melissa says, I highly recommend joining Soul Alchemy Course. If you're considering, do it. You will not regret it. Yay! Oh, thank you, Melissa. I love you too. And Lindsay, if you're still here, I love you as well. And love you all, especially those that I haven't met yet. Because love is our birthright and it's our true thing that we fall into. It's who we are on a base level. So peace and love to you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. Next Tuesday, actually, noon Eastern Standard Time. I'll do these practices every week. Okay. So if you have a request, you can holler it out.